Okay, good afternoon, everyone. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, you are on your second step since we have already done with the first, which is the orientation last Saturday. Passing the inquiry needs preparation, one of which is attending a review class like this. Face-to-face is the best way to attend review class, but due to the pandemic, we cannot do it right now. So in order not to waste time, I decided to initiate this kind of setup. Although this review is personally paid by you, I see to it that it is affordable. Although this involves some amount of money from your own pocket, but still I strongly believe that this can help you a lot in passing the test. We just hope and pray that the questions that will appear in the actual English will be based on what we will reviewing and discussing. As I have said, passing the English involves many preparations. So I therefore advise you not to rely so much in this online review, but rather take other preparations like self-review by reading and rereading the ped orders and other laws related to education. Attend other review sessions, graduate studies, and webinars. Most of all, always pray to God Almighty to guide us, to guide you as to what reading materials will you read. To formally start our online review, let us have first this interpret prayer. Third on DepEd Order number 024, series of 2020, which is the National Adoption and Implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads, or the PPSSH. In the recent advisory from the DepEd Central Office about the conduct of the National Qualifying Examination for School Heads, those who want to take the exam are advised to familiarize themselves with the DepEd Order number 24 series 2020. So I decided to have this as our first session so that you will be familiarized with the content and the expectations of DepEd Order numbers 024 series 2020. So to start with, let us have first their motivational speech so that we will be motivated more in pursuing your quest to become a school principal.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit. So why'd I drop out? It started before I was born. My biological mother was a young, unwed graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. She felt very strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates, so everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife. Except that when I popped out, they decided at the last minute that they really wanted a girl. So my parents, who were on a waiting list, got a call in the middle of the night asking, "We've got an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course."
Sir,
My
walang audio
biological mother
po.
found out later that my mother had never graduated from college and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the final adoption papers. She only relented a few months later when my parents promised that I would go to
Audio na po
college.
ba?
This was the start.
Wala pa rin
In
po,
my life.
sir. Wala pa rin
Wala pa
po.
rin.
Wala pa po, sir.
And 17 years
Sandali
later,
Wala
lang.
pa po, wala.
Sandali lang, we will have another channel. Sandali lang po, ito na.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots.
Ito po, may sound na.
I dropped out of Reed College after the
Wala
first
pa
6
rin
months,
po,
but
sir.
then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so.
Sa akin po meron na, sir. Perlita Magno po, meron na.
Meron na.
Sa akin po,
It started
sa
before I
akin
was
po,
born.
sir, wala po. Wala po sa
My
akin.
biological mother was a
So
young
anyway,
undergraduate
nababasa
student,
naman po yung
and she
words
decided
na
to put me up
sinasabi
for
niya.
adoption.
Doon na
She
lang po
felt very
mag-base.
strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates, so everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife. Except that when I popped out, they decided at the last minute that they really wanted a girl. So my parents, who were on a waiting list, got a call in the middle of the night asking, "We've got an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course." My biological mother found out later that my mother had never graduated from college and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the final adoption papers. She only relented a few months later when my parents promised that I would go to college. This was the start in my life. And 17 years later, I did go to college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. And all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. And I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on.
Sir, mag-hello
Let me
daw
give
po
you one
kayo
example.
kasi wala akong sound ngayon. O
Reed
sadyang walang
College at that
nagsasalita.
time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Throughout the campus,
How about
every
the others?
poster,
May sound
every
po ba?
label on every drawer was
Wala
beautifully
po
hand
audio, sir.
calligraphed.
Meron na po
Because I
ulit.
had
Meron na
dropped
po.
out,
Sadya
I
lang.
wasn't
Sadya
able
lang,
to
sir.
take the normal classes.
Hindi lang yata talaga
I
kayo
decided to take a
nagsasalita.
calligraphy class to learn how
Thank
to
you,
do
sir.
this. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about varying the amount of space between different letter
Meron ako
combinations,
dito, sir,
about
malinaw.
what makes great
Okay, thank
typography
you.
great. It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this had even a hope of any practical application. in
Nice
my life.
meeting you, sir.
But 10 years later, when we
Sir
were designing
Gary,
the first
nice meeting
Macintosh
you.
computer, it all came
Mamaya
back
lang
to
po
me.
akong papadala
And
sa
we
inyo
designed it
lahat.
all
Galing po
into
kami
the
sa
Mac.
inyo.
It was the first computer
thank
with
you.
beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing up so badly. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the Valley. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still loved what I did. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I'd been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer-animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next, and I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lorene and I have a wonderful family together. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick.
Afternoon po, sir.
Don't lose
Wala
faith.
po audio sa akin.
I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers.
Yung naka-flash
Your
po ng
work is going to
mga
fill a large
sentences
part of your
yung pag
life.
sinasabi
And the
ng,
only way to be
sa mga
truly
walang
satisfied
audio,
is to do what you believe is great
sinasabi
work.
ng
And the only way to do
narrator.
great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking. Don't settle. My third story is about death. When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories.
Okay, yun po ang ating presentation about motivation. I hope that you have already so let us proceed now to deciphering and okay, yun po ang ating dali lang po. Okay, let us start deciphering and analyzing the national adoption or implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. Again, may I advise some of the participants to please check if your mic is open. Please switch it off. I-off po ng microphone ninyo kasi may na pumapasok po na ingay, nakaka-distract po sa other participants. Okay, so this policy institutionalizes the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads, or the PPSSH, as a public statement of professional quality for school heads to reflect on and assess their own practice as they aspire for and pursue professional development. So this policy is consistent with the implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers adopted through DepEd Order number 42 series 2017, which is the transformation of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines pursuant to DepEd Order 011 series 2015. And the implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads, or the PP, or supervisors and main, through the PPSS, or the Philippine Professional Standards for Supervisors. So yung mga district supervisors po natin, ang mga public schools district supervisors or PSDS, may sarili po silang standards. At ang standards po ng para sa mga school heads ay geared towards also the PPSH ng mga supervisors, because it is expected that most of the future supervisors will be coming from our lines. Galing po sa ating mga grupo na mga school heads. Pinulit ko po yung mga naka-open ang mic, paki-switch off. Paki-check po si Sir Edwin Villarosa. Sir Edwin, paki-close po na. Edwin.
Okay. Opo. Paki-close po sa mic. Abrido po.
Okay, also si Ma'am Perlita Magno. Ma'am Perlita, pakiupo ng mic.
Nakaupo sa akin.
Okay? Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Nakaupo.
Okay.
Teka muna, teka.
Naririnig po ang boses mo. Ma'am
Bakit
Magda.
kaya? Ay, bukas din ang cellphone ko. Wait, sa cellphone ako.
Okay, thank you very much. So, let us continue. So, in these slides, tatlo pong malalaking standards ang pinag-uusapan dito. Ang standards po para sa school heads, ang standards po para sa mga teachers, at ang standards po para sa mga supervisors. So magkakabit-kabit po ito sila. So yung professional standards for school heads ay aligned din po doon sa professional standards for teachers and professional standards for school heads. Kaya yung mga teachers, yung mga magagaling na teachers, ay may yung highest level ng pagka-teachers ayon sa teacher standards, ay most probably sila ang inaasahan na magiging magagaling din na mga school heads. At yung mga magagaling na mga school heads at na-meet na yung mga competencies ayon po sa PPSSH, sila po ang inaasahan na magiging magagaling na mga supervisors or public district supervisors or yung mga EPS or Division Education Program Supervisors. At eventually, yung magagaling na mga supervisors, sila yung magmamana ng trono ng mga SGOD at saka yung CID, yung ESDS na office, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, of course, yung mga superintendent position at higher positions. So all these competencies are connected and aligned with each other. Pero ang nakapokus po tayo ngayon sa PPSSH dahil dito naka-align ang examination ang English. The PPSSH aims to, letter A, to set out clear expectations of school heads along well-defined career stages of professional development from beginning to exemplary practice. So there are 4 levels po ng pagiging school heads, beginning up to exemplary, and we will discuss that one by one later on. And then another aim is to engage school heads to actively embrace a continuing effort to attain high levels of proficiency. Then, provide support for professional learning and development, help identify development needs, and facilitate uniform assessment of performance. Ano po ang rationale ng PPSSH? Sinasabi dito, school heads as stewards of schools play a crucial role in ensuring an enabling and supportive environment for effective teaching and learning. So, napaka-importante o crucial po ang role ng mga school heads bilang stewards of the institution or the school. Being steward ay na-mention po ito sa ating mission statement ng DepEd. Tayo po ang may crucial role para magkaroon ng enabling at supportive environment para po magkaroon ng effective and efficient, of course, teaching learning. Another rationale is that through their quality leadership, so quality leadership po ng school head and management, the Department of Education can develop quality teachers and holistic learners who are steeped with values, equipped with 21st century skills, and able to propel the country to development and progress. This is based on DepEd Order number 42 Series 2017. So, school heads quality leadership and management will result to quality teachers. And if we have quality teachers, we will have holistic learners. And if we are going to develop and produce holistically developed learners equipped with 21st century skills, we will have national development and progress. National development and progress. So, parang tayo ang magiging pundasyon ng lahat ng mga school heads. Dapat magkakaroon po tayo ng quality teachers kung ang mga principal ay magkakaroon ng quality leadership and management. Teachers alone cannot bring about substantive changes without effective leadership. According to the Organization for Economic Cooperation, Co-cooperation and Development, that the quality of an education system depends on the quality of each teachers. But the quality of teachers cannot exceed the quality of the policies that shape their work environment in school and that guide their selection requirement and development. Kaya mahirap po tayong magkaroon ng mga quality teachers kung wala tayong quality leadership. Sino po ang nagli-lead sa paaralan? Tayo po ng mga school head or kayo po ng mga future school heads. Dahil kahit na anong motivated ng teacher, kahit na anong talino at dedicated ng isang teacher, kung hindi siya minamanage at nililid ng maayos ng principal or ng school head, most probably may malaki po ang posibilidad na mawalan siya ng ganang magturo at mawalan ng ganang mag-aspire pa na para magkaroon ng pagbibigay ng quality education sa mga learners. Ito po ang sinasabi ng PPSSH. Another reason why we have PPSSH is the changes brought about by various national and global frameworks such as the K-12 Basic Education Program, ASEAN integration, globalization, and the changing character of 21st century learners necessitate a call for the rethinking of DepEd Order No. 32/2010 titled The National Competency Standards for School Heads. Dati, noong 2010, ang binabasihan po ng ating pagkakaroon, ang rate na, what I mean is, ang binabasihan po ng pagtingin sa atin kung magaling po tayo o hindi na school head ay ang NCBSSH o the National Competency Based Standards for School Heads simula po noong 2010. So after 10 years, binago po ito ng 2020 ay ipinalabas po ito na Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. So ano po ang major considerations? Ulitin po natin kung bakit binago po ang NCBSSH at ginawang PPSSH. Una po yung K-12 Basic Education Program, the ASEAN integration, pangatlo ang globalization, at ang pang-apat, the changing character of 21st century learners. Ito po ang mga driving force why our National Office of DepEd rethought or parang binago o dinevelop ang NCBSSH into PPSSH. So through the ASEAN integration, member countries support each other. Ito po ang ibig sabihin po ng ASEAN integration. Member countries support each other in preventing the likes of rampant piracy, terrorism, and drug trafficking. The ASEAN integration initiative also aims to foster economic development, meaning more job opportunities, more investors to develop industries, promote social responsibilities in times of disaster, and more opportunities for education. The ASEAN Integration 2015 compels member countries to align and harmonize their educational system with each other. Kaya nga po, dahil noon ang Philippines na lang ang natitirang mayroong 10-year basic education program, so we were compelled to adopt the K-12 basic education program, kindergarten plus 12 years of basic education programs para ma-align tayo sa ASEAN education system. So ang ASEAN education system ay align naman po sa international education system or yung tinatawag natin na global education system. So more info, sidelights lang po, ASEAN integration impacts on education in the region. So ang purpose po ng ASEAN integration, specifically provide assistance to each other in the form of training and research facilities in educational, professional, technical, and administrative spheres through the Bangkok Declaration in 1967. Then to develop human resources through closer cooperation in education and lifelong learning and in science and technology for the empowerment of the peoples of ASEAN and for the strengthening of the ASEAN community. That is according to ASEAN Charter. Another is social dimensions of development of ASEAN in ASEAN, promote greater educational cooperation among ASEAN member states and strengthen education within them. To narrow the development gaps, prepare youth for regional leadership, to increase the competitiveness of the people in ASEAN, and to increase the trend in average actual number of years schooling completed by the adult population from 2005 to 2011. Kaya nung 2011, nag-start tayo 2000 so ng 2011 I believe or 2013 nag-start tayo ng K to 12 basic education program. So the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads introduces a continuum of professional practice that supports school heads to pursue career progression. Amid various national and international reforms such as the K to 12 basic education program and the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers as well as the ASEAN integration, globalization, and the changing character of the 21st century learners. As I have said, isa po sa pinagbasihan kung bakit nagkaroon tayo ng PPSSH ay yung Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So naka-align din yun sa PPSSH. So ito ang mga important terms na dapat po maintindihan natin. Yung domain, broad conceptual sphere of school leadership practices defined by specific strands in the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. Then indicator, concrete, observable, and measurable school head behavior. Behaviors po siya. Kulang ng R. Practices covered in every strand in the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. And then professional standards, professional practice expected of quality professionals to achieve at various stage of their career. And then, school head, person responsible for administrative and instructional supervision of a school or cluster of schools. This is according to Republic Act 9155, Section 4. This is the policy statement of the Department of Education. The department institutionalizes a set of professional standards for school heads which articulates the professional practice expected of a quality school head. So, ang pinagtutunan ng pansin talaga ng Department of Education, ng ating department, ay magkaroon ng ang bawat school ng quality. The word quality is, do not forget the word quality. Dito nakatuon ang pansin ng ating department. Magkaroon ng quality school head. The PPSSH shall be the foundation of relevant human resource systems, policies, guidelines, and mechanisms including the recruitment, selection, and placement, performance appraisal, rewards and recognition, and talent management of school heads, and the basis for all professional development programs. Kaya ang English o Principals Test ay nakaangkla na sa PPSSH according to this policy statement. So, through the PPSSH, DepEd commits to support school heads in the performance of their mandates and roles in the regions, schools division, and or schools including the improvement of teacher quality and eventually learner achievement. So, the final output, the final goal of having PPSSH is improvement of learner achievement. Promote the continuing professional development and advancement of school heads based on the principles of career-long learning. Then, help school heads reflect on and assess their own practice as they aspire for the pursue professional development. As I read the different competencies, different levels, or career stages in the PPSSH, nakikita ko ang aking mga strengths and weaknesses. Kung saan na ba ako magaling, saan ba ako mahina, at ano pa ang dapat kong i-improve bilang school heads. So as we go along, makikita din ninyo yung mga school heads na ngayon, makikita din ninyo at mapipil din ninyo and ma-realize ninyo kung saan na kayo magaling at kung saan pa ang kailangan nyo ng further development. So ito ang dapat nating i-memorize. I-memorize. So sa preparation, memorization for the test, kailangan talaga ang pag-memorize ng mga important details ng mga review natin. Ito dapat i-memorize. Yung principles ng PPSSH. Number 1, the core principle is it is learner-centered. Tandaan natin, core principle of PPSSH ay learner-centered. Second principle, it emphasizes building and strengthening a network of stakeholders for school and people effectiveness. Building and strengthening a network of stakeholders. Ito ay doon po sa domain number 5, which is building connection. May connection din ito sa developing self and others. And then, letters number 3, PPSSH reflects the understanding of problems and issues at the school and the need to address them. That's why we have leading strategically, in which we are mandated to create a school improvement plan and other development projects or continuous improvement projects. It focuses on developing high-quality instruction, developing a strong school culture, and ensuring job-embedded professional development for school personnel. Dito ipapasok ang focusing on teaching and learning. That is why we have developing high-quality instruction and yung developing a strong school culture sa focusing teaching and learning din, job-embedded professional development. So sa other strand, doon ito sa developing self and others and managing school operation. Number 5, it reflects values and concepts in promoting school success. Paano magiging successful ang paaralan? Kung successful ang isang paaralan, doon natin makikita kung ano ang values at concepts or at kultura ng isang school. And then, it regards supervision as a crucial organizational behavior in school management. Kaya nga, sinasabi nga 70-30, 70-30, dapat 70% of our time in the school should be used for supervision, instructional supervision, at 30% for managerial aspects. Pero ang nangyayari ngayon parang baliktad. Naubos ang oras natin sa administrative aspect of being a school head, lalo na sa yung mga walang finance team. Naubos ang oras natin sa liquidation, lalo na pag malaki ang perang pinapasok sa ating paaralan. So mahabang oras din ang inugugol natin sa ng mga requirements at documentation sa liquidation. Tapos preparation of reports. Napakaraming reports na hinihiling sa atin. Kaya yun, naubos na imbis na 70 sa instructional supervision, 30 sa administrative aspect, administrative management, parang nababaliktad. Sana school heads must learn how to follow this first distribution. Then the PPSSH highlights the importance of accountability and transparency of school heads. Then, so accountability means accountable. We are answerable. We are answerable to all that are happening in our school. It is positive or negative. So transparent. That's why we are mandated to have transparency board. And we have also mandated to have yung open communication, yung open tayo sa mga suggestions at mga puna ng mga stakeholders natin. It's either negative or positive para po ah, mapaganda po ang pagpapalakad natin ng ating paaralan. And then it is anchored on the principles of inclusivity, inclusive education. No one is left behind. Not only the learners but including our teachers in professional development of teachers. No teacher should be left behind. Dapat patas po ang distribution ng mga professional development opportunities sa ating mga teacher. Hindi nakapokus lang sa isa o dalawa at hindi natin sinisend sa mga trainings ang ibang teachers, particularly those who are not close to our hearts. Kaya nga sinasabi sa inclusivity na principle, even those who are the farthest in our heart na mga teachers and learners should be treated equally with those who are nearest to our hearts. So ang PPSSH defines professional standards that constitutes a quality school head. It shall serve as a public statement of professional accountability of school heads. So quality school heads. Then sets out what school heads are expected to know, to be able to do, and value as they progress in their profession. And the third one, ang PPSSH provides a common language for high-impact leadership expected of school heads to guide individual professional reflection as well as professional discussions among educational leaders and other stakeholders and inform the provision of professional learning and development for school heads.